Okay. It's going to be, by the way, you are right. It's going to be Thompson on the Pango, and it's going to be the position for Rubik.
That item go to Bat Rider.
I mean, even with the, by the way, even with Bounty Hunter, you could actually Junada off the fake grenade.
Yeah.
That was it. Anyway, in terms of the draft, though, I like the team fight coming out from Tundra with the Pango and the Faceless Void. You get good pickoffs coming out from the Doom and the Bat Rider. So I really do feel Tundra favor Tickles. This Medusa is a big question mark. Will it be able to perform? I do like Lorinoff on the Arc Warden. The support staff has good stuns. You have nice Mars Arena, but you're up against all melee. So the sort of like the armor, the thing that blocks range attack, is kind of useless from the arena in this game. So yeah, I like Tundra's draft a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's definitely easier to execute for Tundra. We'll see what Tickles can do. I'm definitely not going to count them out. The Medusa is going to be a very interesting pick. Before we get too far into this game, though, as you guys saw the odds popping up on screen, there is a banner below the stream where you can actually click on that, head on over to betboom.com, and enter promo code DXB2024, or actually I think Dacha 24, and receive up to $500 on your first deposit. So definitely take advantage of that while you can. But we are getting ready to fight for the runes here. Yep, they'll just back away. Okay.
Not much of a fight.
Very huge fight there. I don't know what you're talking about. Massive.
There was 2 for 2 in terms of bounty run, so no one really coming out ahead in there. Meanwhile, let's just see what 9 classes can do. So let's see, Avalanche is good, Spear is good, Venge, Stun, and Swap is pretty good, especially when you get the shards, right? Like some of these abilities get a lot better. Don't know if you want to steal much from the Arc Warden. And what about Medusa? Medusa's spells are also pretty solid. Sort of aggressive supports that you have with you.
Yeah, when you're lane dragging and stuff, it makes it so difficult to, as the carry, to either, or the off lane, to just try to follow the lane around.
And one thing I do like about this tiny support is that, and I saw it in the previous game, so our previous CS by OG, it's really good because of how tanky the hero is. Later on, you can just have him in front of everyone, and it's like he just pushes the lanes by them. You don't really want to gank him because he's a support, but you can't really kill him as easily because he's very tanky. It's like super annoying with the first 15 minutes. So I'm liking Tiny a little bit more than I used to. Oh, he still gets it, I believe.
He still gets it. He might get, actually, he should get out. Makes his way through the trees. Nice little telekinesis play there. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't like preemptively magic. The last pick Dusa is like, I feel like you should just shut down the Pango pick, right? There's so many heroes that you can go for. What? He actually is triple bashed. Sometimes
here by Pure, who a little while ago we were like, a bit lowest on the CS, but he recovers very nicely. And Force, you can't really play from behind on this Mars. Oh, Kalis.
Dude, he has got no mana. He's just gonna get ran down here. Pops that fairy fire, not enough to keep him alive, and now Medusa low underneath the towers. Just the chase continues. TP's coming through from the Tiny to push them back, and that will be enough to save him. But
I was like, I think that's a neck. That's all I saw. I was like, that's a neck right there.
Yeah. Thompson's level 6 now on this mid lane Pango. We might see him make a quick rotation. The thing is like if they extend far into the bottom lane, which, you know, they kind of are at the moment, he can just TP in with Rolling Thunder, and it's just pretty much a guaranteed kill. Mid lane, Lordov, level 6, obviously. Oh, nice, the illusion rune, the best. That's literally the best rune he could have gotten to not die there. White bot taking a little bit of a beating here from the Tiny, but the Rolling Thunder from top. So we said he might make a rotation bottom, but they brought the heroes to him instead, and he gets himself a freebie. Wow, yeah, he just dispelled both fluxes with that illusion rune and dodged a spark rate. That was huge.
It was. In the meantime, an MC being able to survive is really good for them overall, and you know, so far. And I gotta say though, Venge is a hero that kind of needs the gold to be very useful. Otherwise, just swapping and giving them +1. Same thing for the Tiny. You want to be a bit ahead, and look at that Pure. He's going for it. Can he get it?
Oh, time walks forward. Okay, you have a level 2 Tiny at 7 minutes, guys.
Oh my lord. What a great flame break, though. That's the flame break that does it, but Pure being there physically. I love seeing this from more and more cores realizing the value of the Wisdom Rune, just taking it from themselves, especially the enemies one.
Yeah, that is devastating. I mean, the support duo on the side of Tickles is already super low. Ducala's top lane trying to help bring down 9 class. The Arc Warden's Just
The
unable to
1.5.
finish the kill. Yeah, spark rate. This is the difference between the regular and the Tempest version, right?
Oh, and Thompson, first item defusal, by the way, which is again not unusual, but perfect counter to the Medusa, which is so nice, right? When your normal items counter the enemy.
Force is dead. There's no way out of this one at all.
Wait. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, it's like Thompson has an Arcane Rune and Rolling Thunder still prime. They have Chrono. They have all these things. They just run them down, though, is the problem. And this is why I just don't like this Medusa pick. I'm just going to harp on this because you could have absolutely crushed this mid lane Pangolier. Like, you could have put him into an impossible matchup. MC here.
With a Huskar.
I mean, he's just so fast. Trying to get away. We'll have the Spark Ray spam coming through, an Avalanche as well. Tries to heal up with that stick. He does fall, but Rolling Thunder from Thompson. Gonna do some work here as Whitemon trying to just chase down Ducalis. Will be able to do so. Now it's gonna be the Tiny who goes down next. The tail end of the Arcane Rune paying off. So a 2 for 1. You get some XP onto these supports, but they're still so starved.
That's
they
what I
actually
was
see
gonna
the Arc
say.
Ward, and they have a deep ward.
Well, Pangolier, he's got the Diffusal Blade flying over for him. He's got Regen Ruin. And if you're Tickles, one of the issues is that you don't really know who you want to kill. Like, they're relatively durable cores on Tundra's side. And your lockdown's just meh.
Yeah, that's kind of the answer, right? It's just meh. Dude, there's so many options for the mid lane. I actually am just shocked. Like, obviously we're talking about a Huskar, but you could have picked Queen of Pain. You could have picked, like, Kunkka. You could have even gone the Bloodseeker like you were talking about. The problem is Bloodseeker is rough into Faceless Void, so it's like, you could just put Arc Ward in safe lane.
Oh, you know he's here.
Shut it down with the Diffusal, looking to try and chase it down. Gets into the trees, though, you've seen, but you still have a long way to go before you get to, like, a Midas or a Maelstrom, and I honestly am not a huge fan of going either of those. This game, I was going to say, would have been a great time to go for the Vessel, honestly. Tulpson with the roll-up, just walking away here, just clips the Tiny for fun on the way out. They just don't really have a way of killing this Pango at all.
No, he's rolling.
Chrono comes out into the Doom. MC here trying to shut down this Mars is... Oh, man.
Wait, they might get something, though. They do get something. They do get Whitemon. They're in position 5. It's still something, but
this
Thompson.
Oh, he misses the swash.
Oh, no.
He still
the
might be dead.
Doomsayers.
Yeah, they're
Thompson
gonna die.
washed. Oh, no, he's fine. He gets it at the end. How could he miss?
Or on carries in general, like Midas has just fallen super out of favor with just the buff to Maelstrom and like items like Diffusal being super cheap, as well as
the nerf
Mage
to Midas.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
It went from 100 to 110 seconds, but he just feels like this is the item for him. So okay. But 7,000 heads for Tundra, only 13 minutes in. This tower is gonna fall, so because they get something on it, but oh, they'll be losing someone for a bit. Oh, doesn't get enough.
Bash? Okay, well, Telekinesis was there. Anyway, Swap in. A great
Nice
arena.
swap.
Actually pins him down. Swap stolen from 9 class, though. Tries to give himself a little bit of barrier to survive. Somehow, this Tiny survives, but Bash after Bash from Pure gets a... Oh, my... Dude,
What
come
is
on!
this?
He can't keep doing this. They find Lord up on the backside. He's trying to TP on out. The Infernal Blade is there. He just question marks him. Like, what? Something wrong here, buddy? Dude, he just bashed 7 times in 3 attacks. What in the world was that?
Tickles, they put so much into that fight. You know, it looked pretty good. They got the swap, they got the 2 of them in the arena, but great use of the stone swap so they get a bit of barrier for your team. Let's see if we have a replay for that in a bit. And he's almost got the Maelstrom on Pure. You're saying, you know, you don't see the Midas, you want to see a little bit more something, you know, Maelstrom picked up, and he's just gonna go, like, he's gonna have them both in 14 minutes. That is very quick.
Yeah, he
with
is
power
super
treads.
fun. Yeah. There's like not really an avenue in my eyes for Tickles to like take any fight for a while. Like I think you at this point you're pretty much just like it's similar to last game, except last game it was even at this point for Tickles. They're like, let's just stall it out and try and go late game. This time it's like you have a massive gold and XP deficits. I mean, especially XP, and you're trying to go late game. I don't think you have the same type of game plan there. Lasso will catch the Mars, takes him up onto the high ground as 9 class, will find the kill, ends up stealing the spear.
Yes, I steal the kill phase, MC as well. You got Thompson. 9 class is a super aggressive position for no one really plays like them. It's very fun to watch.
Right, Rolling Thunder once again connects. The Medusa falling low, trying to get some mana back from these creeps, but just definitely not enough. Ducalis just do them. They lose the Arc Warden clone. It is just such a different performance here in game number 2. I mean, Tundra putting a stamp on this one, saying, you're going to have to do better than that, Tickles.
We're seeing this a lot, right? In game 1, the two teams kind of feeling each other out. Game 2, they're like, all right, we're just going to go for a little bit more aggression. And usually fares pretty well for the Narman. Gonna get the toss off, but he's gonna lose his life no matter what.
Jesus, Spear. Honestly, Rubik having Spear is...
You can use stats, you know what I mean? So if you get caught, it's like the same as not having an item. The turn goes wasted.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke used, smoke broken.
They get the Avalanche, the toss, the Spear, the Arena. They've got Thompson isolated, and he will finally go down. Okay, a very valuable kill there, worth like 1,300 gold, but it does cost every spell that you had.
They still get the Bat Rider, which will help him scale. I mean, for Bat Rider, you want to get a few items early on. Oh, Horse?
He's just gonna lasso him immediately. The damage coming in from 9 class as well. The Spear into
Stolen
a stolen avalanche onto 2. Like MC's just here standing, watching his supports just destroy the enemy team. He's like, don't worry guys, if you need me, I'm ready to go in. Oh my goodness, they smoke up immediately, and they're gonna look for more. He wants to put this Doom to good use. Scan up onto the high ground, doesn't connect, but he will see Ducalis here on the side. He's not gonna be able to read this one. Into the War Stomp, the Inferno Blade, Ducalis burns with ease. 13,000 gold advantage now.
What could they do here for Tickles? Arc Warden just dies again solo to Thompson?
Yeah, looks like he had a Haste Rune, has Diffusal and Mage Slayer. It's... that would be my guess.
I think the odds will be like, 87 or something. Oh, here we go.
They get a Telekinesis to cancel that lift, and a nice Spear Arena. Can they bring down top from the Stolen Arena? And a Chronosphere still actually traps the Pango. He's trying to get out, and he does. They turn it around. They've taken down 2, about to be a 3rd. Pure
Doomon
just getting kill after kill. Whitemon with the Doom and the lasso grabs the Medusa, and she's got nowhere to go. This is just the farm difference, right? Pops that Stone Gaze, tries to get away. Pure time walks off the damage, pops that 26 charge, and they take down a 4th.
By the way, during that fight, they all...
Man, I'm just trying to think, like, what... I mean, finding a killer onto MC before he gets his BKB would be really good. The Avalanche, the toss back, spending a little bit time, and MC will be isolated off. So, a little bit too far forward there.
Yeah. But... It's nice for Tickles. Doesn't really move the needle. A couple of extra hits, really nice with when you have the Diffusal Blade for the extra mana burn. And actually, I think it's a way for you to proc Mage Slayer, right, while you're rolling.
I don't know if Mage Slayer procs it with Ags when you do like the shield crash. It will for sure. Yeah,
because I think the Blaze actually is what makes it proc, because you just roll it to the... Okay, that's very clever. That's very clever. Then again, this is the guy who picked Gyro Diffusal.
Dude, I still love that.
That was
just one of those moments where everyone's like, huh, interesting. Oh, instant Rolling Thunder. He doesn't get the Stone Gaze off right away, and they're just completely controlling the back line. Pure having a lot of fun here on this Faceless Void. Just did stun after stun. Ducalis will die. They've lost the Tiny as well. Both supports down. Unit, no Stone Gaze left. They do spear out Thompson once again. The Doom's actually just isolated. Mars, he has no way of getting back into this fight. The spear just pushes this Medusa so far away, but with no mana left, will just die. Mars hobbles back to the fountain.
Oh, wow, Tickles was able to hold for like 20 minutes against Mega Cubes. This game is just looking like an absolute stomp.
Yeah.
It's a little painful to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I will say, like, when you leave the Faceless Void in the pool as an Arc Warden, their idea was if we have the Vengeful Spirit, it's probably enough to line up. Like, this is a hero that is arguably the best carry of the entire patch, especially if he gets a good start. He's like the best late game hero in Dota, and yeah, it's just... It's kind of surprising that your idea to counter this Faceless Void is to just pick more late game, you know?
Well, and if they even reach the late game, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what now that Thompson's finished the games. I'm excited to see if when he rolls and he uses the shield, if it applies Mage Slayer on enemies, because that's what my guess is.
It should, yeah. It should hit with Diffusal and Mage Slayer, yeah.
Yep. Because I remember I was like, well, if it hits with the Diffusal, it should. That's what, like you said. So we'll see how it goes. Smoke on 4 of Tickles' side, but
unit once again. The stomp comes through, instant spear. He's stuck. Is he stuck in the low ground? Okay, no. I was like, I'm pretty sure it pushes him back out, but okay.
Whatever the hell
he gets Stone Gaze out. For more, unit loses almost all of his mana. There's going to be the Spear in the arena. Catches the Rubik, the toss as well. Thompson trying to get the Rolling Thunder off of the lasso. Will catch the Venge. The Doom does finally get thrown. Catching the Medusa. She's going to get speared from downtown. Double kill for Pure as they turn their attention on over to Force. And Thompson running circles around him. Triple kill for Pure on this Faceless Void. As the voice lines just having some fun here. They immediately...
What a difference of right now that we're being shown between the two teams. 34 to 5. 25,000 gold lead for Tundra. It gets to this moment where you're like, I'm not quite sure what Tickles are still playing for, what they believe can really happen. I suppose maybe Mars can blink in and spear someone back.
It's just not easy though. I don't even think you have the damage if Mars like blink spears anybody. Like your Medusa is not a burst hero, right? So all of your damage is coming out from like the Venge, Tiny, and Mars. Like you don't have like a reliable spear back kill onto the Faceless Void, especially now that he has a Scotty.
No, I got it. You spear him, toss him, swap him into the fountain.
Okay, actually, next level. Unit gets a lasso, but immediately punished. Thompson's Rolling Thunder not going to do much, as they will take the tier 3 tower and disengage. Mind you, this is the 5-position Bat Rider. I don't think he minds all that much, giving his life there for the tier 3. I figured out how strong it is, but on a couple heroes, like Bat Riders, Dooms that have like tons of movement speed, Death Prophets, it feels really strong. Force, just dying for the, I don't know, 9th time this game specifically to the Faceless Void.
Pure is 14-0 and something like 6. And yeah, Light Collector, I really, my opinion changed on it, but I found it had 10% extra movement speed. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, movement speed is a very rare stat in Dota 2. If you can get 10% extra on some of these heroes, it really feels like you put on Spirit Breaker, you fly.
Dude, that's true. I forget about Spirit Breaker sometimes. That is funny.
Well,
Roshan.
Roshan's...
Yeah, what can you do? It's dead.
This is going to, and we have officially surpassed the 1,000 gold per minute, which is considered the death mark. Well, okay, we're back into it, 29 to 29, but still, we were there for a few seconds. We have, well, now it is, right?
We're back in it. We're back in it, baby. Thompson, bottom lane, gets swapped. Roll up comes out right away. Quick reaction.
My.
And again, that's what you're saying. Once he has the roll up shard, I don't know how you ever kill Thompson. So Medusa barely escapes. That was very close. Thompson, of course, with this arcane rune. I'll have his spells right back up.
I love how when he spins, the icon changes the spinning thing. And in the meantime, though, they are going to be using the Mantle Illusions to push out a little bit as well as Narman. Oh, come on. Not even. Oh, wait. Okay. Gets it. Yes. Yeah, that thing's cast range is like nothing. You know, it's like you have to be right on top of someone to get it off. So, decent bit of wasting time for Tickles, but oh dear.
They tried to go for the toss back, but they were not in position to do so. And Tiny just dies without buyback. There's your hope of the spear back, toss back, swap back into the fountain. Good luck.
We saw the spear back, swap back.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
There's just no one part of it is missing. Unfortunately, it looks like that part is pretty critical as one Rax is gonna fall.
It's kind of like the can we have Magnus? And it's like, no, we have Magnus at home. You know, that's
the Magnus at home. Yes.
That Medusa did exist there for a few moments. Does just okay. Thompson just destroys her with a Rolling Thunder at the last second. All right, she's gone. Nice little pickup onto the Vengeful Spirit as Lordoff trying to defend on his Arc Ward, and two of them hiding inside the throne. Pure goes in, tries to get the Chronosphere, ends up not connecting as Thompson hiding on just 0 HP. There's the Chrono. He's putting the stamp on this one. The GG comes out, and that will do it. The Doom into the lasso even. Yeah, I mean, there was just no hope here for Team Tickles here in game number 2. This was just not even an out draft, but a massive outplay as